Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, this is the National Football League. We'll see G.Minshew and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on B.Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with B.Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Started now, the kicker Chris Boswell, and off we go from Jacksonville. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here's the Jaguars offense for the first time with G.Minshew, a Washington State product, leading the way.
I know that people like him, and he's kind of a phenomenon in the league as G.Minshew, but I'm not sure he gets enough credit for how well he plays the game of football at the quarterback spot. Remember, he was a sixth-round pick, and a surprise sixth-round pick at that. More than held his own as a rookie after Nick Foles' broken clavicle forced him onto the field in the second quarter of week 1. The Jaguars went 6-6 with him as a starter in 12 opportunities. Now they've got a chance to continue to progress and move forward with G.Minshew leading their team.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
38-yard line, second and 11.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. He may try and run for this. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Minshew. To the left side here for Eifert. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught, Eifert over the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
1st and goal from the 3. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Robinson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And here comes B.Roethlisberger out onto the field ready to lead this Steeler offense.
And for B.Roethlisberger, there are a lot of question marks coming into this year because he missed nearly all of 2019 with an elbow injury. And if he were younger, maybe not as many questions. But he turned 38 back in March. And now the Pittsburgh Steelers expect to see the old B.Roethlisberger, who's thrown for over 56,000 yards in his career, leading their team.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Roethlisberger will throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Steelers nothing.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryant. And partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything, nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
On 4th down, here comes a Steeler punter, Jordan Berry, to kick it away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the toss, here's Robinson. Fighting through. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun is Minshew. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Minkah Fitzpatrick, thinking back to last year, had a pick 6 for the Steelers shortly after coming over from Miami, and he steps up with another one here. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, it's Robinson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Able to complete this to Shenault. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing on first down is Minshew. Connection made with Shenault. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
Let's go. 198.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. It'll be Minshew again. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Minshew sets to throw. They still can't. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Good work by Minshew there to pick up the first. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Minshew. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
James Robinson, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyler Eifert in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
McLeod on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports halftime report. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Like the way it sounds for you? Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give them 19. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
10 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A good position to be in here, second and inches. Now the third-year man from NC State, it's Jalen Samuels. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Connor, the ball carrier.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Roethlisberger going to get that to Ebron. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Ebron with it over the middle. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Boswell for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
They gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Now back to throw. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run on first down. It's Robinson, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Vince Williams.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
From the 39, Minshew. This is Chenault on the receiving end.
Minshew's pass complete to LaVisca Chenault. Brings up 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down again. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
And now out come the Steelers. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Ebron caught left side. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And he connects with Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh 1st.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Black 20.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was tackled.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Connor. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with Connor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This for the lead in the final stages. Boswell's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
17. Jaguars 14.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Chris Boswell to kick.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So Minshew and the Jaguars down 17-14, 1:13 to play. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. The throw taken in by Cole. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Huge 1st down. Got to hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
10 seconds to go. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Intended for DJ Chark. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.